Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's video, we're going to be looking into the topic, what is their issue with you? So in this reading, what I'm going to be doing is looking into a person on your mind who maybe you guys have been having an issue with in your life. Maybe there's been a falling out, miscommunication, ghosting, fighting, whatever the issue is. If you're having an issue with someone, we are going to tap into that energy of the connection today from their perspective. Now, this can be for really any connection in your life, whether it's romantic, platonic, family, career, whatever it is, the messages can apply here. So I'm going to kind of keep it pretty general just to kind of see what comes through for the collective. Getting into our disclaimers, do always remember that this is a general reading. They are collective readings, which means that I'm tapping into kind of like the three main energies that are going on, or the three main themes that are going on out there with the collective. So it may be that when you view your selected pile, not everything specifically resonates with you and your situation. Others of you might have a different experience and feel like the reading's a personal reading, and that's totally normal to experience either with these collective readings. As a best practice, if something ever feels confusing or if it doesn't feel like it fits your situation, simply just release it and let it go, and just respect that that message was meant for someone else and maybe it wasn't meant for you. But yeah, don't try to force something to fit if it doesn't feel like it fits for you. Use these readings as confirmation versus like information, if that makes sense, even though we are still getting information. But if it doesn't feel like it fits for you, it's just really confusing, just let it go. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, any details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get into our reading selection. So for today's pick a card, I will have you all take a moment to select from these three decks, which will signify the three choices in readings that we have. So if you're drawn to deck number 1, this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, and we're working with this Firefly Quartz. If you're drawn to deck number 2, this is going to be I think it's the Golden Wheel Tarot and some Celestite. And then if you're drawn to deck number 3, this is going to be the Modern Witch Tarot, and we're working with some Spirit Quartz here. So I want you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath and think about your person. Think about what their issue is with you and what you need to know about this connection from their perspective. Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your corresponding deck. I'll see you there. Hey, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to be looking into your person's issue with you. As I mentioned in the introduction of this reading, this video can be for really any connection in your life, whether it's platonic, romantic, coworker, family member, whatever it is. We're not overly fixating on just romance in this reading. So you guys selected the Firefly Quartz Crystal and the the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. So let's just start by taking a look. We're going to hold this one off for a moment. Let's take a look at where your person currently stands with regard to this connection, and then we're going to take a look at more in depth what their issue is with you. So we have the message of atonement coming through. This is where they stand. Ooh. And then we have contract. Wow. This is like heavy stuff, group 1. Like right off the bat, this person is in a really heavy space when it comes to this connection. They may be feeling very pessimistic about it, or even just a little depressed. It just really feels like this person is not really in a good space right now. And it feels like this person is like, where they currently stand is that they feel like whatever has gone wrong in this connection, they're almost like overly shouldering the blame for it. This is from their perspective, okay? So you might be watching this like, what? This person is so out of touch, right? That's totally normal in these types of readings, right? But I'm telling you, based off what I see here from their perspective, with atonement and contract, it's like this person feels like the right thing to do, the just thing to do, is for them to take more responsibility for whatever went wrong here than what they deserved, taking more responsibility than what they actually contributed to the breakdown in this connection, right? Yeah, shouldering a lot of burden, shouldering a lot of pain, and maybe they feel like this is what they have to do in order to make things right with you, is that they have to show like an over compensation for everything that's gone wrong. So let's just, let's keep going. Let's try to see what else is happening from their perspective. So for pile 1, Spirit, we want to know what this person's issue is with my pile 1 viewers. So I want to start by looking at how this person sees themselves with regard to this issue or situation. Okay, the Fool and the Page of Wands flipping over, but let's see if we can get one. They might be feeling like they're free of the situation with that Fool card, but let's see. Where does this person, how do they see themselves with regard to this situation? 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they don't want to fight. They don't want to stand up or continue to like beat a dead horse, I think. How do they see this connection with regard to their issue here? So we have a 2 of Swords coming out. How do they perceive or see my pile 1 viewers with regard to this issue? The Emperor. Wow. Yeah, you guys are like laying down the boundaries here. Strict energy. Let me kind of move these over, and then we're going to grab another deck here for clarifying energies. But already this person feels like they're very defenseless. It's like they're in a very defenseless energy. I almost get a sense that this person feels like they are a victim in some way. Group 1, so let's see. Show us what this person's issue is with my group 1 viewers, please, Spirit. So starting with the way they perceive themselves with regard to the situation. Fear of cheating. How do they perceive this issue and this connection? What's going on here from their perspective, please, Spirit? Lone Wolf. And what about my pile 1 viewers with this Emperor energy on social? Okay, yeah. And like at the bottom of the deck, we have giving too much. So it's like this person, I think, feels, it's like they feel like they always have to shoulder all of the burdens or do all of this extra stuff. They feel like a victim to me. Like they're in a very victim-y sort of energy. I'm definitely going to be curious to hear from you all about like what went on in this connection from your perspective. So starting with this person's energy, right? So we've got the 7 of Wands. We also have fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. So the first thing that I feel with this 7 of Wands reverse is that this person, they see themselves as being very defenseless in this situation, right? They would rather just kind of back down from you because they see your energy as being very dominant and maybe a little bit domineering as well. Okay, so this person would rather just kind of back down from you, take all the heat, take more heat than they perceive as even being necessary, because they feel like that is maybe like the path of least resistance here, or like the easier thing for them to do. It almost feels like you and this person are not really communicating, or maybe are not really even addressing what's going on in this connection, because they see it as like the 2 of Swords, right? Which is all about, you know, 2 people that are not talking about whatever the thing is that's causing whatever the problem is. And then we have Lone Wolf energy. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you, right? So it's like both of you guys are kind of just like isolating right now, ignoring the elephant in the room. This person sees you guys as being very dominant and domineering, and like you're the one that's kind of in control of the situation from their perspective. And it's like for them, it's just like I kept saying before, it's just easier for them to kind of shoulder the burden and be more defenseless instead of standing their ground and standing up to you in some way. Now, this fear of cheating, I want to come back to this. What is this about? So are some of you guys romantically connected to this person? Let me know. But cheating, it's like, of course, in like a romantic situation, this would be about like stepping out on someone, having multiple options. It could also talk about like, when I'm thinking of this more like in a platonic sense or a non-romantic sense, I think of like a fear of being lied to, a fear of trusting someone else, a fear of being cheated. This person has something here about fairness with this contract card coming up. And I definitely feel like there's something about the dynamics here in this person's mind that are not fair, right? And so I think that might be where this fear of cheating energy is coming in, where it's like they are afraid that you might not be fair to them with regard to the situation if you guys were to address it, or if they were to address it with you, or if they were to kind of push back a little bit. Yeah, so it's like their issue with you, pile one, it just feels like they are very like defenseless. And it seems like they perceive you guys as being like really dominating. Like you're the one that's in control of them, or you're the one that's in control of these circumstances. And they may also see you guys as being a little bit skeptical. This could be a connection where a lot's going on the internet too, right? Because I think that you guys, from their perspective, have really drawn back your energy with the Hermit card. And they see you as being unsocial, right? So you've pulled back your energy from them. There's not an acknowledgement between the two of you of what is happening here. And they may feel like there needs to be some sort of decision or some sort of conversation that the two of you would need to have, but there's a fear of broaching the subject. They see you as very skeptical. I think they're afraid of the types of questions that you ask. Like it intimidates them, or it makes them feel like really seen. Maybe you guys call them out on things that they're not ready to acknowledge. Like I just feel this person in very martyr energy. Like I'll just take the fall for it. I'll just take the heat for it all. You know what I mean? So let's take a look. This is how they perceive your energy, and then we're going to do a few more oracle cards for clarification. So they're seeing your energy as the Fool. Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. I think this person feels like you wear a mask because the Emperor card is very stoic energy. It's very emotionless energy. You know what I mean? An emperor is usually not somebody who is visibly affected by anything. They just stand very cool, calm, and collected. And the only thing that I could see an emperor emoting would be like anger, because it's Aries energy, like anger or force or something that feels more intimidating to them. So I think this person feels like they can't really get a read on you. And for some of you guys, they might actually feel like you guys can be very cutting in your words. Again, with that Page of Swords, it's something about the way you communicate that I think this person has a hard time reading it, and they could be misinterpreting it as being something more harsh than what it actually is. Or it's just something that intimidates them and makes them feel afraid to open up to you further. So let's take a look at a few more oracle cards here, pile one, just for clarification purposes. What else does group one need to know about this person and their issue with them at this time? And these are like love oracle cards, so if it's not a love, like a romantic love type of relationship, just disregard that aspect of it. So show me the energy of this person. The Runner. And the connection. Oh, wow, look at that. We have masks coming up again. A synchronicity here, you guys. What's their issue with my pile one viewers, please, Spirit? The Mirror. Yeah, see, I think that your energy reflects this person's wounds back to them. You know, I think maybe they see you guys as having like walked away from this relationship or abandoned them, or that you're just putting down some strong boundaries with them, because this person is legit showing up as someone who runs away, right? Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to the ego, which kind of makes sense with that fear of cheating. It's like they are afraid to open up to you, to like confront whatever is bothering them or whatever your issue may be with them or whatever it is. Like they have a fear of opening up and dealing with it. So it's easier for them to run away than for them to like face the truth of the situation by coming toward you instead of moving away. A lot of synchronicities here with these masks, not showing true feelings, hiding, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. So it's like this person just sees this connection as like being a connection where maybe both of you guys are not being yourselves. Like both people are wearing a mask here, but I think especially this person feels like you're wearing a mask and that you're hard to read. But they're kind of mirroring that energy too, because by running away and not showing their true selves to you, they're wearing a mask. They're protecting themselves as well. So it's like we never get anywhere with the situation from their perspective because it's like neither person is being open and honest and vulnerable. Right? And so there's this energy just like pretending like the issue doesn't exist and just being alone instead of coming together to address the problem. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. So again, I think they just see you guys as being very pulled back from them, but there's definitely this mirrored energy. Like something about you standing strong in your power, setting boundaries, being skeptical, asking questions, it kind of freaks this person out because it's like they feel like you can see them, like you expose them. And I feel like they're very uncomfortable with that because they don't know what you're going to do with this information that you gather when you do open them up. Does that make sense? So their issue with you, pile number one, it feels like you are just very strong to them. They feel like they cannot read you. They are running away from conflict and they would rather just kind of bear the consequences of that than come forward and address it with you. So very interesting message. Comment below. Please let me know how this reading resonates with what's been going on with this person. Tell me who this person is. And if you are not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I will see you there. Bye. Hey group 2, if you guys were drawn to the Golden Wheel Tarot and this little celestite crystal, this is going to be your message. So today we're looking into your person's issue with you. So we're going to see what's kind of happening from their perspective with regard to this connection. And I'm going to kick off with looking at kind of where they currently stand with things, what's their current position, and then we'll get into the tarot to see a little more insight into their specific issue. So where do they stand? We have the energy of masquerade. And then we also have patience. And we're going to come back to this card a little bit later. So I'm going to pop it off to the side. All right. So this person right now, I think, is wearing a mask, or they are kind of like, maybe not wearing a mask, but when I think of masquerade, I think of a performance. Right? And for some of you guys, I do kind of feel this could be like a romantic connection or somebody that has some sort of romantic feelings for you, because this card does kind of have that, a little bit of that connotation to it, like a seductive sort of, you know, let's do this dance of courting you, and then, but there's games. It's like playing games in a way, if that makes sense. But again, this reading is meant to be more general. We're not specifically focused on romance. So if you pick this pile and your person is not a romantic interest, that's okay as well. But yeah, it definitely seems like this person is putting on a performance or putting on a show. And I do also get the sense that this person could be like fleeting in and out of your life. Right now, I do feel like they're kind of lean back in their energy with patience being here, because this is like a slower moving energy. It's winter. It's a winter season being depicted here. And there's something here about divine timing being in the works as well. So I do kind of feel this person could be like out there just kind of biding their time, watching you, keeping tabs on you. And this could be a person that ends up wanting to come back into your life in some capacity. But for right now, it doesn't seem like it's the right time. So let's keep going, pile 2, and let's just kind of see what this person's issue is with you from their perspective. So bear in mind, guys, you know, we're looking at it from their perspective, which maybe from your perspective may not be accurate. Okay, so don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just going to be reading the energies as I see them come through with this person. So let's take a look here. What is this person's issue with my pile 2 viewers, please, Spirit? Starting off with, how do they see themselves with regard to this problem or matter? So we have the Magician and the 7 of Wands coming up. You see, like, this person does feel like they're kind of biding their time right now, but I feel like this person wants to come back into your life, and it's like they feel they need to stand their ground with regard to something with you. Let's see. How does this person see themselves, Spirit, with regard to this connection and the issue they have with pile 2? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. How does this person see this connection right now with regard to this issue or problem? The Knight of Wands. And how do they see my viewers for pile 2, please, Spirit, with regard to their issue? For this matter, we have a Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, a Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think for a lot of you guys, this is like a romantic situation, potentially. It's interesting, too, because with the Wands energy, it's like, really with all of your cards, we're getting more like spring, summer season, whereas like the energy of where this person stands right now is in their winter season. You know, so it's like kind of a difference in the energy and the flow, a difference in the approach here. But I think I kind of know what's going on. Let's just get some clarifiers first. All right, what is pile two's issue? What is this? What is their person's issue with my pile two viewers, please, Spirit? Starting off with this Six of Pentacles in reverse. Being needy. What about the Knight of Wands, please? Procrastinating. Okay. Getting hurt. Getting crumbs. That's interesting, because the Six of Pentacles can sometimes be like breadcrumbing energy at times. So what's their issue with you? I kind of feel this is romantic for a lot of you guys, or there's definitely like passion and chemistry here. That doesn't always have to mean it's like romantic or lust. This could just be like a friend that you guys have a really compatible kind of connection with, but, or a really, like the chemistry is really good with this friend. But what I kind of feel is that there's definitely some sort of an issue that this person has with the speed of things, with this connection. I feel with this Knight of Wands that the issue with regard to this connection for this person has to do with going too fast, right? The Knight of Wands is all about moving really quickly. It's about jumping in head first into something and being really passionate about it. And in a romantic sense, it can be like a very whirlwind romance where we're just like rushing into it. We're really caught up in the moment. But it's clarified here by procrastinating. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. So from this person's perspective, it seems like this person wanted to take things slower than maybe you wanted to take it. Or there was some sort of a difference between like the pace for each person that was not compatible, right? They feel like something was moving too fast here. But there's also like this energy of them like maybe participating in this energy with you because they felt like if they didn't, they would lose you. But when I'm looking at their energy versus your energy, they're in the Six of Pentacles reversed. Pentacles is already a slower moving energy, as we see here with the Patience card. You're in a Six of Wands from their perspective, which is going to be a faster paced energy. See, like on this horse or whatever. So it's like, I definitely feel like this person wanted to or wants to go slower than what they think you want. But I think with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like they are worried that you're going to lose interest in them if they don't meet this pace that you're wanting. But I feel that they're like reluctantly doing it. It's like they're not comfortable with the pace for some reason. Six of Pentacles in reverse, this person feels like they owe you something, like they owe you effort. They're indebted to you in some way because maybe you guys have been taking the lead in this situation for a long time, or you've been the one with the Six of Wands to kind of take the reins on like the action piece of things, the movement piece of things with this connection. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to just be romantic for everybody. These dynamics can be at play in really any type of connection, right? So we have being needy. It says make friends and spend time by yourself to take pressure off of your relationship, right? I feel like this person, it's like they feel like they owe you something, like they're indebted to you with that Six of Pentacles in reverse. And so it's like when they come forward to put effort into the connection, it's almost like they feel like they have to do that to satiate your needs. I'm still kind of tapping in. We have getting hurt. All love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid of loss. Take a chance. Like, this person, it's like maybe they are seeing you as like wanting things to move at a certain pace because you're afraid of being hurt, right? Like, maybe it's this person too, right? Like this person with that masquerade energy, they definitely seem like they're playing a game or doing like a delicate dance here for some reason. I'm trying to understand why. It's very clear to me that this person with patience, it's like, I don't think that they want to be going super fast. What's their issue? I feel like for some of you guys, there's like a little bit of a different energy of like, you know what? Let me get some clarifiers here. I guess I'm just trying to read whether or not like, do they feel happy about going slow, or do they feel like it's a problem going too slow? It's kind of hard for me to tell right now. There could be a lot of mirrored energy between you guys as well. Let's get some clarifier, Spirit. So what is this person's issue with my pile 2 viewers? Starting with how do they view themselves in this situation? The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. How do they see this connection and the issue that they have with it? Mask. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of like a lack of alignment with actions versus what they feel they want inside. You know, like there's definitely a pulling, feeling like they're being pulled in different directions here. We have Hand of Cards. And then the way they see you guys is as the child, eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. Yeah, see, I am tending to lean toward the fact that for some reason this person thinks that you guys might be a little bit needier on their energy, right? And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they feel like they have to like give back to you in a certain way. Like they owe you something, because if they don't, there's pressure on this connection. There's like a tight grip here from their perspective. I feel like this is how they're feeling in the situation. But it's like, instead of them just coming out and telling you, like with the Sword and the Rose, how they really feel, they're kind of staying in this guarded energy of the mask, where it's like they're not really telling you the truth of how they feel, but they might be showing up in a way that's different than how they feel inside, which is creating a lot of confusion. It's even confusing for me as a reader tapping into this energy, because I can't quite pinpoint like how they're acting versus how they're feeling inside, if that makes sense. There's definitely like a conflict here. They're pretending, and that makes sense with the masquerade, right? They're pretending, they're playing a role that I feel like they think you want them to play. So I feel like a lot of you guys are still probably communicating with this person in some way, but you're just like confused about their intentions and like why they're acting the way they're acting. It's because they are worried about exposing how they really feel to you. And I feel like with the Hand of Cards, this also talks about like taking chances and gambling and risks and stuff like that. And so they might be seeing you as being a little bit withdrawn as well, because you have a fear of getting hurt. But I feel like that with that Six of Wands, they also see you as having some sort of expectations of them to show up in a certain way. Like the Six of Wands, it's like my pride. It's our pride. It's like sometimes our ego. It's like the way things look on the outside. That validation energy, getting validation is coming through. Yeah, so their issue is more like there just like seems to be a conflict, an internal conflict between what they actually want versus the way they're showing up to you, group number 2. It seems more internal. And I do think that this person, for some reason, perceives you guys as being like needy or needing a lot of validation or attention from them in some way. So, not saying that's accurate, but we're just looking at the situation from their perspective, and that's kind of what I see. So, that's what I have for you, group 2. Comment below. Please let me know, like, who is this person and what's been going on with them, which messages kind of make sense for your situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. I'll see you there. Bye. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at your person's issue with you. And as I mentioned in the intro, this can really apply to like any person in your life. It doesn't have to only be a romantic partner. So hopefully if you were drawn to this reading, there's a message here for you regardless of kind of the status of this connection or what this connection is. So let's go ahead and get started by looking at kind of where this person currently stands with regard to this connection, and then we'll take a look at what their problem is with you at this time. So starting off, we have parasite. Ooh, okay. Like the second that I flipped that over, I got the most like gut-wrenching feeling in my stomach, like not a good vibe. Ooh, we also have appreciation in reverse. We're going to come back to this card in a little bit. Okay, so this person, you guys, where they stand with regard to this connection is that they're in a very negative headspace. This is a very negative energy. Someone who might be focusing a lot more on lack, what they don't have versus what they do have. Not just with regard to this connection, but just in their life in general. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is a little bit depressed right now, or if this person is just generally ungrateful for what they have in their life. And with that parasitic energy coming up here, I feel like this person is really lacking in self-worth. It's almost like they leech off of you or leech off of other people. They almost energetically use you as like you feed them. But it's almost like with it being a parasite, it's like a bottomless, like there's no end to them leeching off of your energy, you know? Definitely can see why you guys are asking about this person, because however they've been acting toward you, it seems like this could be a very draining, exhausting person to be around. So let's see, group number 3. What is this person's problem with my group 3 viewers, please, Spirit? What's their issue with regard to my group 3 viewers? I want to start by seeing how this person kind of sees their own energy with regard to this problem or this matter. Two of Pentacles in reverse. How do they see this connection and whatever the problem or issue is collectively? Oh, yeah, look at that pessimistic energy. The Sun, reverse, Ten of Swords, reversed. How do they see my viewers, my pile 3 viewers, with regard to this situation? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be like a friendship energy. You guys might be friends with this person or know them from like some sort of a community or group setting here. I'm just going to leave that here on camera so we can reference it if need be. I'm going to pull from another Oracle deck here for clarifiers. Here it is. Okay. Okay, Spirit. So clarifying messages. What is this person's issue with my group 3 viewers, please? Maybe you guys are coworkers. There's a lot of Pentacles energy here. All right, clarifying this Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, see, they have low self-esteem. Clarifying this Sun with the Ten of Swords. Yeah. This is a classic case of low self-esteem, you guys. Ooh, we also have an age thing coming up here as well. So let's see. All right. We're going to come back to that card in a moment. All right. So what's their issue? To sum it up, pile 3, this person does not have a sense of self outside of this connection. Okay. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. I think this person is really struggling with filling their own cup in life. And so they latch on to other people to kind of give them that source, that supply of energy or light or fulfillment. And then when that doesn't happen, because you can't do that, you can't leech on or leech off to other people. You have to be able to exist as a human on your own outside of connections and feel good about yourself, and they don't. The Sun card in reverse is clarifying what I said about this person just feeling really pessimistic about this connection. This person feeling really depressed and down about this connection. They just are not happy. They feel like things aren't going the way that they wanted them to go. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, I almost see this person being really like overly in their head about it. Maybe they're continuing to kind of watch you online. With that Ten of Swords, you see how she's looking at her phone. And for me, a lot of times the Ten of Swords in reverse is about things starting to get better, but I don't know if I really see that, to be honest. Like maybe this person has a little bit of hope, with the Three of Cups that you guys can reunite and come back together in some sort of friendly way. But I almost feel like they're just really overly like stressed about the situation because they just don't feel good without you. You know, they don't feel whole without you. I feel like they see you guys as like not investing in them, like not being stable, not being supportive of them. Maybe you guys walked away from this person, or you pulled back your energy, you pulled back on your resources. It says don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe, right? Like, so there's an element here of like, they also, even though they feel incomplete without you, it's like they also feel like you're too good for them. You know, maybe this person is also overly fixated on financial things or material things too, because there's a lot of pentacles that are showing up here. And I feel like they might see you, my viewer, as being somebody who's really affluent or has really nice things, or that you have like a lot of material things that they wish that they had, and they feel like they don't measure up in some way. Maybe they feel like you settle for them, right? They don't feel deserving of you, but they like need you to feel good about themselves. So they feel like you're not supporting them right now. They feel like unloved, unseen, unrecognized by you. But again, this is just their perspective. It doesn't mean that this is the reality of what's happening, pile 3, right? This person is in a very pessimistic place. They may even be kind of depressed, to be honest with you. They could still have some healing from childhood stuff that they need to be dealing with that they're not dealing with. That teddy bear is making me think that, you know. It's very much an internal matter, you know. So we're asking what's their issue with you. It doesn't seem to me that you've done anything to this person based off the energy here. It just seems like this person is not happy with the status of things because they can't stand on their own 2 feet without you. Okay, so Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this person feels like they just lost everything, you know, or maybe they feel like you dropped them. Like there's this energy with the Two of Pentacles of having juggled things like resources, money, maybe other people were involved here, and they feel like they've just been dropped, or they've dropped everything. They've lost everything. They feel undeserving, unsupported. We have the magical child, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. See, this is this person's energy. Like they feel, I kind of intended this to be how they perceive you. And I do feel like a part of them perceives you as being this very like magical, ethereal, kind of carefree person. Maybe you guys have known each other since childhood as well. You are the light, like you are the positive to their negative, because this is their energy here. This pessimism, depression energy, this is them. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth, right? This person is stagnant because it doesn't seem like they're in a very self-reflective place to really look within and say, okay, here are the areas in which I may be showing up as problematic in this connection. It's like they're in this very victim-y headspace, if that makes sense. Like a very, almost like a disempowered headspace is what I think it is. There could be some like generational problems here as well, right? Like this card is specifically talking about dating, but it could also just be talking about like maybe there are generational differences, you know, and there are differences between like the different generations, like Gen Z versus millennial versus boomer versus the silent generation, you know, because we're all raised during different times and experience different things. And sometimes that can create like misunderstandings, you know? So I feel like that could be a factor for some of you. So let's see. What's this person's problem with my group threes, please, Spirit? We have the sunglasses. See, it's like this person isn't focusing on themselves. You know, it's like they're putting on the shades to kind of fade out of like their own problems that they need to fix. And it's like their perception with the sunglasses, like it's very clouded. Sunglasses tint, right? They protect you from seeing the light, the sun. They protect your eyes from things that are too harsh, you know? And with that sun in reverse, it's like confirming to me this person is depressed and they are in a pessimistic mindset where they're seeing things a little bit darker right now. Let's see. Twin flame. Yeah, so there's kind of like that push-pull dynamic from their perspective as well. Like they're triggered by this connection. Then we have the dragonfly. So maybe they've recently kind of shifted their perspective on you. Because we do have this energy of the coffee cup, which is making me feel like this person does want to, yeah, see, but like this is how they feed off of you guys. I feel like you guys bring the energy. I think of drinking a cup of coffee, it makes you feel energized. And for me, it always puts me in a happier mood. So even if I have like a bad attitude or I'm like grumpy, if I drink coffee, I'm instantly uplifted, you know? And I feel like that is what you do for this person. Like connecting with you makes them feel better. And I think with the dragonfly, they may have a problem with maybe you guys kind of show up a little bit more lighthearted with the child, magical child here. And I think that that is difficult for them because it kind of mirrors to them. It's like a reflection, like your light shines onto their darkness, the dark sides that they don't want to acknowledge. The twin flames is telling me this person's very triggered by this connection. So that's what I see, group 3. Let me know in the comments, who is this person? What's been going on with you? How does this message resonate with the situation? I would love to hear from you. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.